boosters, ballers, dead, redemption scholars, fathers, kids and second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. You hurt, and passiveness never struck my nerve, and that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth, salute the truth from the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside
this is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage.
This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the maker emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather do than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation, your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Cowboys are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Buccaneers, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. God looks to throw on first. And his first pass is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Sims. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A second down throw for Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On play action, Winston flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Evans comes in motion right. Play fake. Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Need something from deep in the bag, a trick. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off the play fake, Winston. It's complete to Grant. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Room here to run. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Prescott escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. Prescott eluding the pressure right, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. John Fox displeased at how that turned out, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cross. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go now. Hey.
it again with Sims. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Working out of the gun. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action now. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Complete. He finds Braid. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Braid. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Again, they run with Sims. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here's Sims on the run. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now they run with Sims. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Jordan McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft.
And down.
In situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And the drive begins here with Sims. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
In motion right is Evans. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Evans comes in motion right. Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Evans. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here, and he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Looking to throw. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run here with Sims. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Sims. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. A dump off to Sims. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a handoff looking right. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here.
You just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run. Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Evans. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll toss it out to Sims. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. And now a first down following that long gain. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught at the end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Winston now. And he's going to go down again. Stephen Paya in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. A first down carry by Elliott. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And out now come the Cowboys. Prescott looks to throw on first. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. And some room to roam now. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Prescott again. And incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, it's Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. In motion is Grant. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In motion right is Evans. Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
To throw, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Prescott on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will